The game of alliances. Coalition politics in Maharashtra gained momentum in 1995, and for 34 years, no party had been able to get enough seats to form a government on its own.
Do you want to form an alliance?
Absolutely, I do.
In 2024, 6 prominent political parties here were evenly split in 2 camps, the Mahayuti Alliance and the Mahavikas Aghadi. The Mahayuti Alliance comprised the Bharatiya Janata Party, the Eknath Shinde Shiv Sena, and Ajit Pawar Nationalist Congress Party. The BJP contested on the most number of seats and emerged as the big winner. The Mahavikas Aghadi consisted of the Congress Party, the Uddhav Thackeray Shiv Sena, and the Sharad Pawar Nationalist Congress Party. The Congress contested the highest number of seats within this alliance, but emerged as the weakest link. The Battle of the Sena. A common issue for both Sharad Pawar and Uddhav Thackeray was the betrayal that the rebels in their respective parties had handed them. Uddhav Thackeray made a case for the legacy of Shiv Sena, which his father Bal Thackeray had founded. The party split in 2022 after Eknath Shinde led a rebellion and became the chief minister of Maharashtra.
क्योंकि 2019 में उन्होंने बाला साहेब ठाकरे जी के विचार को खो दिया.
With Shinde also went Shiv Sena's original name and party symbol of a bow and arrow according to an election commission mandate in 2023.
ज्या वेळेला आपल्या शिवसेनेमध्ये गद्दारांनी गद्दारी केली, होय गद्दारच म्हणणार.
In the Maharashtra election, the Shinde Shiv Sena got more seats than the whole Mahavikas Aghadi combined.
लोगों ने एकनाथ शिंदे जी को रियल शिवसेना के रूप में स्वीकार कर लिया है.
Something eerily similar happened with the Nationalist Congress Party's Sharad Pawar. He was one of the founders of the party, but after his nephew Ajit rebelled with the support of 41 MLAs in 2023, the Election Commission allotted the party's name and symbol to Ajit Pawar's faction. In the Maharashtra elections, Ajit beat his uncle's NCP by getting more than double the seats the latter secured. Battle of schemes. The Mahayuti Alliance ran its campaign on localized issues relating to development and welfare schemes, while the MVA was said to have focused on national issues and a need for change. A common focus for both the camps was women voters. The Mahayuti Alliance, under its Ladki Bahin scheme, offered 1,500 rupees a month to more than 2.4 crore women, promising to increase this monetary aid to 2,100 rupees a month. The MVA, on the other hand, promised 3,000 rupees a month to women along with free bus commute. The MVA also highlighted the issue of corruption and the shifting of large industries to Gujarat, but the Mahayuti's focus on welfare schemes and development resonated more with the people, reversing losses they had incurred in some of the rural regions in the Lok Sabha elections earlier in 2024. Batenge to katenge. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath came up with the slogan While he first used the slogan in August in the context of unrest in Bangladesh, it became a political war cry in the Maharashtra elections months later. Posters featuring Yogi Adityanath's slogan came up in Mumbai in October, but were later removed by the Brihan Mumbai Municipal Corporation. But as elections neared, the slogan became a bone of contention not only among rival parties, but also with a few BJP leaders and allies. BJP leader Ashok Chavan said the slogan was not in good taste, and Pankaja Munde, also a BJP leader, said, "I won't support it just because I belong to the same party. My belief is that we should work on development alone. A leader's job is to make every living person on this land their own. Therefore, we need not bring any such topic to Maharashtra." Ajit Pawar, who is in the Mahayuti alliance with the BJP, said the slogan wouldn't apply to Maharashtra.
ये कि उत्तर प्रदेश नहीं है, नॉर्थ में ये चलता होगा. हमारे महाराष्ट्र में शिवशाहू फुले अम्बेडकर की विचारधाराओं से महाराष्ट्र चलता है.
But the slogan, which was dubbed as a polarizing war cry, was eventually seen as something which consolidated votes in the Mahayuti alliance's favor. RSS went all out. The elections saw the highest voter turnout since 1995, and both alliances of Mahayuti and MVA believed it would end in a decisive result. One of the highlights here was the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh's ground campaign to seek votes for the BJP. During the Lok Sabha elections, it was said that the RSS did not put their might behind the party, resulting in a loss of seats for them. But in Maharashtra, they held about 60,000 meetings and undertook door-to-door campaigns to strengthen their pitch for the BJP, and this was said to have worked well for the BJP, who secured the most number of seats. Overall, a comparison between rural and urban voters showed more people in rural areas coming out to vote as compared to urban areas. The lowest voter turnout was recorded in Mumbai.